Hello, everyone. Welcome to a scene for Kingdom of the Southern Gate, a Changeling the Lost venue set in Miami, Florida. In this scene, we have, after a bit of internal wrestling, Thomas is going to go check on Lexa because Rose is pregnant and just, no. So Thomas is taking control of the situation and he's going to go check on Lexa. After, been like 5 days. So, yeah, with really no contact. So
Mm-mm.
it's time. They're tired of waiting, so they're just gonna go to him. Plus, Rose had a doctor's appointment today for the baby, and he didn't show up. So that's another point where it's time to just no. So where can Thomas find Lexa?
Mm. In Bolivia, on the world's largest salt flat.
Jesus.
Or alternatively, the living room.
Okay, the living room.
One of them. Remember, this is a very large estate with multiple living rooms.
I know. So what? I would imagine that if he sent him a message, he probably wouldn't answer, would he?
That is a safe assumption.
Yeah. So Thomas is just gonna kind of wander the mansion to look for Lexa.
Thomas has his time here that this is kind of like Hogwarts. It's really, really big.
Right. Exactly. So it's gonna take him a while, but he'll eventually find him.
You find him in the Slytherin common room.
Oh my fucking god.
No,
Okay.
the worst part is I'm not joking. Tolia has a replica of the Slytherin.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so Slytherin common room it is. Um, Thomas.
He's a big Harry Potter fan. Fox is his favorite character.
So, what is Lexa doing in the living room?
He's reading a Russian.
Okay, Thomas is gonna go walk up to him and he's going to sit on the opposite side of the couch that Lexa is sitting on and just sit there.
I'll look up from the book.
Thomas will give like a half smile and a little wave.
He doesn't know what to say. You know when somebody's so angry they don't even really know where to start? They burned out all their anger and now they're just lost and numb.
Yeah.
That's where Alexa is. He's like shot past anger and gone into just numbness.
Thomas doesn't really know what to say either because he doesn't know what he can say. Like, actually, you know what? He'll look at him and he'll say, "You missed Rose's appointment today."
I'm aware. I figured it was more important that Dominic was there.
I know she wanted you both.
I wasn't ready.
He'll nod.
You know, maybe Rose is right.
About
Love.
What do you mean?
She said she used to not believe in love. You know?
That was because of her keeper. Which she's found more about lately. Keeper was called the Red Prince.
I ask myself sometimes. I know she needs me, but I ask myself why I need her. Why she wants to be with me. Is it just to soothe herself? Do I sound like I'm in a joking mood?
No, do I?
Then why did you ask me that?
Just asking.
I'm just tired. His brow furrowed and he looked down.
Tired of what?
The excuses from my lovers. From feeling needed without feeling my own needs returned. For feeling guilty for wanting to be in control of my own life and destiny. I can't tell you how disgusted and angry I am that she for 1 second even thought about the man that she knew all but abused me. Certainly neglected me. It's not so much that she went back to him. It's that when we left him, she even put him in her mind. Do you understand how little that makes me feel? How worthless I feel?
He'll nod.
There's a part of me that never wants to see her again. I feel like I've become numb. I feel like I'm so shocked and hurt by it that there's really nothing to do. It's just done. And It's like taking a crystal figurine and breaking it. No matter how hard you try, the shards are never going to come back together. Hell, there's a part of me that doesn't even necessarily hold a grudge to you and wants to be with you. Would learn to start over again and love you. And it's not because she went back to him that night. That's not it.
Then what?
It's that her obsession with him was more important than her love for me. Or at least that's how I feel.
He shakes his head. How? Listen to me for a moment, please.
I'll shrug.
That wasn't the case. You know how manipulative and Elias made her codependent on him too. It's not easy to shake that. You can't just break it. It takes time for it to go away. When Rose saw Isaac that night, and he was talking about Elias, that put him on her mind. And then later that same night, he asked her to come over. So she did. I'm not saying that it's right. And I'm sorry that I didn't try and stop her. Still, we're both still getting the hang of this being the same yet not.
I understand it better than you think.
After she talked to you the last time you talked, she talked with Claire, he smiles, kind of, we're seeing each other, and she's friends with Rose. They're becoming friends, and she showed up after you two talked, and helped her make a realization that she'd been selfish and reckless, and realizing that the decisions that she makes doesn't just affect her, it affects her family and her child, and she needs to be more mindful of that and more careful. So she's taken herself out of any situation that doesn't involve someone who's already been, he'll air quote, approved. She's not even doing her escort stuff.
That's by order of the court. I'm sorry if you find me a little less appreciative of that.
You know, Rose, she could still decide to do it whether the court tells her she can or not.
I'd love to see Donati bounce her from the court for that.
Probably. No, he would. You're right. And then she wanted to give you space. And she thought that you would come to her when you were ready, but it's been.
I will.
But I'm sure that that would be a lot longer than what she would like.
Clearly.
He closes his eyes and
Why don't you and I try to reestablish the bond with you first?
I don't want to take you away from her. I can even feel it. If you weren't with her, it would shatter her. And I'm not saying that to make you feel guilty. I'm just saying that's real. That's how much she loves you. I can feel that right now. And he just tears up.
'Cause I'm not shattered?
I know you are.
I'm
trying.
literally so angry at Elias right now. I'm trying not to kill him. And I know she hasn't spoken to him. And I know that his consort has put him on a lockdown no one has ever seen. I get that. I appreciate it. I respect it. But that doesn't undo what's been done. And I'm trying my hardest to ignore it. Well, not to ignore it, but just process it and get through it and go back to the way things were. But the fact of the matter is things aren't going to be the way they were. It's just that simple. So I'm trying to pick up the pieces and make something with what I've got. And it's not even so much because she slept with him, as I said. It's not that. It's that she was codependent on him. It's not even necessarily something she can control. It just doesn't mean I lose the love of my life. Because of the greatest mistake in it. That's something else he takes away from me. Or has taken away from me. I don't know. I just don't know. I want to believe so badly that we can bounce back from this. I really do. And I'm trying so hard to accept this and move past, and it literally isn't even about the fact that she slept with him. I know it may seem that way. I know it may seem like I'm punishing her for that night or what happened. It's more just a disgust at the amount of control that he had over her.
That's not... He scoots a little closer. He's still not within really touching range, but you said it yourself. That's not something that she could control. It wasn't her fault.
I never said it was. I'm not perfect.
Never said you were, never said you had to be.
But you're acting like I am.
No. None of us are perfect, no matter how hard we try to be. We're all gonna fuck up. We're all gonna make mistakes. I'm just as guilty as she is. Oh. Whether you believe it or not, we are trying to be better for you, to be the husband and wife that you deserve. She's trying to get to the bottom of why she is the way she is and why she does the things she does.
How's that
And that
working?
goes back to her keeper and the 16 years of conditioning. And she's found out that some others share the same keeper she did. One of them being Alexei Petrova.
Alexei Petrova, God, I don't know why she just doesn't marry him. He'd be more forgiving than me.
She doesn't want to marry him, she wants to marry you. If she thought that it would make things better, she would fucking leave every relationship she has to just be with you.
And be miserable the entire time. I'm not stupid. The gesture, though appreciated, would be about the most selfish thing I could demand. I don't want you to think that I don't appreciate what you're saying, or that my heart has gone cold. I needed her. And when I needed her the most, she wasn't there. And I feel like she's just like all the rest. And just trying to sell me what she wants to say to me and thinks what I need to hear. That's how I feel. You can literally deny it all day, Thomas.
What do we do?
I told you. But apparently it didn't matter. Was I not being clear? I told you. But it's not what you want. And it's not what she wants. So forget what I want. Are you starting to see what my problem is?
He swallows. Tell me again what you want.
I think in order to build intimacy in the relationship and to establish familiarity again, I need to build my relationship with you first and build back up what we had. And in time, I can work off and let go of my issues and rebuild intimacy with her, because that's part of the problem. Our intimacy is gone.
He nods. Okay.
As much as I want everything to be fine, as much as I want everything to be just as it was, as unkind as people may think that I'm being right now, or as unfair as I'm being, she knows that I have literally been mercilessly abused over and over and over again by the people who love me. I'm tired of hurting.
I'm sorry. The last thing we want to do is make you feel like that.
Can you see how, even disregarding sleeping with Elias, how that happened?
He nods. Yes. I can.
Sleeping with him was just icing on the cake. That was just the punch. The sucker punch in that beating. And I'm sorry. I'm sure it was fantastic. That man is dangerous and deranged. And the only reason I haven't called war on him is because I don't want to give him the satisfaction of the lives lost for it. So I do my very best to pretend he doesn't exist.
Thomas nods. He says, we learned just how fucked locked up he is that night. And if we could take it back, oh God, would we? I'm so sorry. So, if that's what you want, you need to just be with me for a while, then that's what we'll do.
I'm afraid if I even look at her right now, I'm gonna react so negatively. That it'll shatter what very little urge I have to maintain this relationship. Whatever's broken in her, whatever pieces are missing, whatever she's lacking inside, is hurting me.
I know. That's why we're trying to find it and fix it.
You know, take a page from Rocky. Sometimes it's just not something you can fix.
Maybe that wasn't the right word.
No, I think it was actually. Sometimes you're just broken and you have to live with it. And you have to make accommodations. You can't fix it. You can't make it better. You think I don't miss Elias?
Oh, I know you do.
I was with him almost a century. I survived hell with him. I watched the beautiful man that he was, the caring, sweet, compassionate person he used to be, become what he is today. The man I loved is dead. The man I loved, my husband, is gone, and there's nothing that's going to bring him back.
Thomas scoots closer and offers his hand to Lexa.
And I can't do that again. I can't deal with that again. I can't see another person that I love. I can't do it again.
He nods. You won't have to. You won't have to.
Can I, Can I see her for a moment? If I If I ask you to switch back, switch back.
He nods. Are you sure?
I'll nod.
Okay. Then he'll bring Rose forward.
Alexa's eyes will look over her.
She's dressed in a dress, high heels. And she has a very, I don't even know how to describe the look on her face. I think cautious is, she's not sure what to expect. She's just being very,
He's watching her very closely, his eyes kind of going over her.
she chews on her lip. Wrings her hands a little bit. He'll notice that her nails have been manicured, painted.
You know, in the end, not you I'm mad at.
What did he say?
He said, you know, in the end, it's not you I'm mad at.
She looks to him.
I'm trying not to convince myself that you're just not another of his weapons he's using to strike me with. Not something that literally can say whatever you want. But right now, I can't believe it. I'm trying so damn hard.
She doesn't say anything, she just nods.
I love you. And I'm trying to be strong enough to get through this. I don't know what I need. I don't know if I need to tell you I need you to leave this person or walk away from this or stop doing this or I need you to do this or that. There's a part of me that says that anything that I ask, if you make requests, boundary, this or that I say, just proves that we're not meant to be together. A part of me that thinks that I just need to tell you, just get it out, call you a selfish fucking cunt and be done with it. That was actually more cathartic than I thought it would be.
She hangs her head. She knows she deserved that.
You hurt
I know.
me more than anyone ever has because I've loved you. Almost more than anyone I ever have. You came to me more to me in the short time we've known each other than Elias did in the hundreds of years that we knew each other. Because that's the damn thing about our endurance, actually. We were gone for a set amount of time, but we were there for hundreds of years. And you came to me more to me in that time period. I knew that than what he's become after the memory of what I had is lost. So you hurt me like nobody else has. Because you let him use you. Because you became codependent. Because you didn't put me first. And even worse, I was made to feel guilty. About you, granted. And you know what the worst part is?
She shakes her head.
As much as I want to hate you for it and push you out of my life and move past you, I can't. Because I love you so much. That I would literally rather suffer beside you than live a day without you.
I don't want you to suffer. I would do anything to make sure that you don't suffer. I know you said you can't believe what I say, but God, it's the truth. Knowing what I did to you, she shakes her head.
My problem is where you say that you'd be willing. Am I wrong, or are you saying that you'd be? Maybe I'm misunderstanding you. Again, English isn't my first language at the end of the day. Did you say that you'd be willing to do anything? Break up with anyone, do whatever it took to save us?
Yes.
But I don't feel you mean that. I feel like you're saying it because you know that's what I want to hear. But you don't mean it.
Why do you think I don't mean it?
He'll think a moment, look up. If it takes me a second out of game, hold on, I have to think in his head for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Marry Dominic. You have a child with him, marry him. Let me marry Thomas.
Is that what you really want?
Are you testing me? Are you testing to see if I'm just saying that? To see if you really would give me what you want? What I want?
If that's what you want, if that's what it would take to save us, then yeah, I would do it. It would hurt because I want to marry you, but I would do it for us. You mean that much to me.
He looks to her.
She looks back at him.
I'm not going to make demands of you.
What did he say?
I'm not going to make demands of you. But I will. I want you in my room tonight.
Huh?
I want you in my room tonight.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try. For us. One last try. To truly put this behind me. And to move forward with you. And I'm going to try to forgive you as best I can. And save what we have and salvage enough that we can move forward and build off of it.
She nods.
But I need to be so magnificently clear that you understand that this is not a threat, it is a promise. And I know I've said it before, but I just need to reiterate it. If you ever speak to Elias anything outside of courtly civility, if he asks the time and you give it to him and we are not within a normal or royal function, if he is dying in front of you, let him die. If you so much as breathe in his direction, outside of what is required by court, this is over.
She nods. Okay.
I need to process what we've said so far, and I need to work on letting go of my anger.
So you want Thomas back?
I'm not sure. I either need you to go, possibly Thomas to stay, possibly Thomas to go as well. But I expect you in my room no later than 8 o'clock.
Okay. I'll be there.
Oh, lad. He's not ready to touch her yet.
Yeah, she's not. As much as she wants to, she's not going to even try. So actually,
I hope in and out of game you can feel a little bit of kind of release from him. Like, I hope you can feel that he actually is letting go of some things.
yeah, a little bit. It's not quite as tense as it was.
Okay. He is, it's a slow thing, it's a process, but he is letting go. I wanted to let you know that. just in case you needed to hear it. Easy as
Yeah.
well.
She'll actually say, I I actually need to go talk to Daddy about something, so
Damn it.
what? It can wait.
I was hoping to make out with those pillowy lips, but whatever. We need to go.
No. I can wait. I can wait. I can stay.
Not yours.
Okay, his. Whatever. He can stay. Can wait.
If we're putting me first, I'll just shrug like, okay.
Yes, we are putting you first. Even before Daddy.
Oh my.
She'll bring Thomas back.
As a note, have you ever watched Adventure Time?
Yes, I have.
Do you know what happened to the Winter King? With Simon and Marceline?
I don't remember.
That's basically the inspiration for what happened with Elias and
Oh, shit.
So yeah. So Lex will actually give Thomas a small smile.
Thomas will smile back.
It's very brave of you bringing her here. Bringing yourself here.
I don't want to lose you, Lexa.
You know I feel like you don't love me, right?
Why?
I'll shrug. I don't know. I feel like you're a stranger to me. That I don't mean anything to you. Or that I mean something to you because I mean something to her.
He shakes his head. I will admit that since what happened between us and the subsequent of me being put in my place by Daddy, I have been more cautious around you.
Why's that?
He'll shrug.
Let's go a little bit closer. Find the words. You're afraid you're gonna overstep your bonds again?
I don't know.
Afraid that I'm not yours?
He'll nod.
Alexei will straddle him.
Thomas looks up to him.
Oh.
I think you cut out. What did he say?
He said, oh.
Oh.
I see. Look it up. I've been ruined for you.
No.
He looks conflicted.
Just between that and what happened with Rose, I haven't been able to really be with you. I haven't gotten a lot of time, and right, we need to build our bond.
His arms are crossed, walks over to the window, and kind of leans against it. Like, leans against the wall next to it. Make a peony, actually, or whatever the equivalent is in this game.
It's a wits empathy.
Thank you.
Emotion, yeah?
Yas.
Okay. That means I get 7 dice. There's 5 successes.
He needs you right now.
He gets up.
Physically, mentally, spiritually, in all ways, he needs Thomas right now.
Yeah, he gets up and he goes to him and he comes up behind him and puts his arms around him.
He'll tense for a moment, but then he'll relax and lean back to him.
Come on.
What?
Let's go to my room.
He'll nod. Let Alexine lead him. Sorry. That's him. Thomas.
Thomas will lead him to a room that he's actually claimed for just himself. There's nothing of Rose's in there. Just his stuff.
He'll look around and then he'll settle. He'll find a place to sit.
It would be the bed.
Oh, then we're sitting on the bed then.
He'll sit on the bed next to him.
And he'll kind of look over to him.
He'll reach up and stroke his cheek.
He'll actually lean into it.
I do love you. I'm sorry I haven't gotten to show you that.
And chew his lip. I just feel like you're not mine. I guess I don't know what makes me feel like there's a part of Rose that isn't mine. It's only exacerbating my problems more.
He's going to get down on the floor on his knees in front of Lexa and put his head in his lap.
He'll comb his fingers through his hair.
And he'll wrap his arms around his waist. he'll just sit there for a minute. And then he'll look up to him.
He'll run his finger over his shoulders, like his fingers, and he'll touch the scar and kind of frown a little bit. And stroke a finger over it.
He'll shiver.
You know I haven't made love since, right?
He'll nod.
You realize that means that Daddy hasn't made love since, right?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you have no idea how sorry you're gonna be. You're gonna bleed from every orifice there is, and I'm gonna get pictures of it for vindication. And I'm gonna be so happy.
Thomas actually smiles at that. Whatever you need, babe, I'm yours.
He'll touch his hair. He'll kind of like he'll you know when somebody's like sticking their fingers in somebody's hair and they flip it like playfully. Right, this direction, that direction.
Mm-hmm.
May I be so bold to say that I feel that we're overdressed for the occasion?
Nope.
I mean, assuming you want me.
Thomas fucking hops up and he just peels off his clothes.
It's one of those things where it's like Bruce Almighty style.
Yeah, pretty much.
Style.
Pretty much.
Laugh and peel his clothes off too. We'll scoot to the center of the bed, smiling up at him.
He'll lay down next to him.
I'm about to ask you a very, very, very annoying question.
Okay.
And you're gonna get so mad at me.
I doubt it, but alright.
Can you bring Rose out again?
He smiles and he nods. Brings her back.
Alexia will slowly, kind of cautiously smile at her.
Well, this is a surprise.
He'll roll over on top of her.
Her breath catches.
And he'll kind of... He's bracing himself on his forearms. Like on either side of her arms, basically. And he'll lean down and kiss her lips.
She'll kiss him back.
He'll take one arm and run it up the outside of her thigh.
She'll shiver. Goosebumps everywhere.
And he'll peel her dress off and her underwear.
Yep.
And then he'll lay on top of her again and very slowly sink in. On the verge of tears.
She's on the verge of tears as well.
He'll lean into her ear and he'll say one of the most important things he needs to say to her right now. Are you ready?
Yep.
Not I love you. I forgive you.
Oh, the tears fall.
And he'll slowly making, oh wow, probably the deepest love she's ever made before.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll kiss her lips. And he'll say, I love you.
I love you too so much.
Love you. And he'll just wrap himself up in her and just.
Yeah, she wraps herself up in him too, and just like relief and everything washing over her. Just hearing those words and feeling him, and she's overcome with so much emotion.
It's one of those things where she's aware that he's not there yet. He's not 100%.
Yeah, but
But he's definitely okay.
mm-hmm.
And she does need to play it careful.
Yes.
But he did. She can tell he actually does forgive her and is ready to move past it.
Mm-hmm.
And that he has enough of his intimacy with her, like, connected, that he can make love to her right now.
Mm-hmm.
Without, like, feeling resentment.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll just make very slow, deep, passionate love to her.
She will savor every moment of it.
Describe. Well, I could, but not right now. And
right? God.
Once he finally releases in her, after he's given her a few orgasms and waits to release with her on one of hers, he'll lay down and collect her in his arms.
She'll cling to him.
He'll bury his nose in her neck and take a deep breath.
I love you.
I love you too. He'll pick her hand up and kiss her palm, her wrist. His hand will rub her pelvis and her womb, basically, over her stomach.
The appointment went well. She's fine. Progressing normally.
Did you get pictures?
She nods.
Show me later.
I will.
How mad is Thomas at me right now?
I wouldn't say he's mad, but he'll get over it.
Well, I'm pressed to your back. Anytime he wants to take over, and he'll kind of thrust his hips, knocking your butt. Right here. It's up to you. Hold the hand up like it's all of you. I'm here, me regardless.
I know.
You're the one who's fighting with yourself internally. Tonight. He'll nuzzle her ear like, you hear that? Tonight. I'll do the things you only dream of me doing, Thomas. I'll bite her ear like.
We'll switch back and forth as many times as you want.
Right now, I want you.
She nods.
And I still need to go talk to Daddy, but like That poor man hasn't had sex since the last time you had sex with him. Fair warning.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
That's been like 4 or 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
He's been sleeping next to me at night.
Yeah.
But where have you been?
Well, I spent last night with Alexei Petrova,
Oh my.
but before that, I've been alone.
Oh, you deserved it, but I'm sorry.
Um, I was threatened by Tatiana. She found out that Alexei and I are together.
Oh my.
She's okay though.
Hmm. How many times has she managed to seduce you yet? His eyes will open and look down at her. Blink, blink, blink. That was a rhetorical question, but there's an answer?
No.
Probably.
I mean, I watched her and Alexei dance yesterday, and that was. Whew.
Are you being honest with me?
She looks at him. I spent the night with him last night.
Roll me 6 dice.
Is that what my.
He was just joking because he knows the reputation.
Yeah, but you know the truth.
I'll tell you how to give it'll be a lot worse if he finds out later you lied to him.
2 successes.
He gives her a look. Like, it's kind of a what else aren't you saying? Look, like, come on, we're trying to rebuild this. Give me a break.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll nod and she'll say, can't tell you this without. Okay, you have to swear you won't tell anybody.
I won't tell anybody but Daddy unless it's important.
Okay, well, Daddy's gonna know because I have to tell him. The Petrovas are incestuous.
If they think that's a well-kept secret, I don't know.
She'll just kind of laugh.
Like, they can delude themselves in whatever way they want, but...
Okay, well, anyway, just don't let them know you know.
I don't plan on it.
Or I didn't tell you, okay?
You're nothing.
So, while I was with Alexei last night, and I intended to only see him last night, Toddy and...
That's proof that you were around Petrovas. Okay, go on.
Toddy and Sasha came in the room, and we all had sex.
Good God. The Petrovas are like tequila. One goes in and then it brings all... Bear that in mind when you are dealing with Petrova. I have dealt with Petrova. I dated.
She'll nod.
I dated Nikki Petrova. For a while, actually, about 3 years.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. Not very many women even really turn me on, let alone make me come. God damn. Toddy is really fucking good.
And she is.
Like, if I know that if I ever, when I crave a woman, I guess I know who to go to. Jesus.
He chuckles softly. He seems fine, by the way.
Good. So, um, but
No.
after
The date next time, just tell me.
she'll nod. Yeah.
Was I high as a kite, or did you say that you're seeing star eyes as Thomas? Like it just connect.
Oh,
Like it just hit.
that's who his secret admirer was.
His jaw drops. That man has a sex drive.
I guess, yeah.
How do you not know? He moves slow. Oh
Very slow.
God.
That's okay though.
Yeah, you probably need slow, to be honest. I'm sorry, that was microaggression. I didn't mean that. I need to go choke on a cock. I'll get up. I'll kiss her forehead.
Do you want Thomas?
No, I want Devin.
Oh,
You have to go talk to Daddy, remember?
I do have to go talk to Daddy.
I mean, if
Tell
Thomas screaming his way out and actually fights for it, then yeah, of course I'll give it to him, but
Nah, he can wait.
about fine.
I really need to go talk to Daddy. Because of something that was said last night, and I don't need him getting the wrong idea.
That's fine.
They, well, at least Tatiana decided that I'm family now, so I need to let him know that yeah. So I need to let Daddy know that I'm his and my family is the House of Black. No matter what Tatiana Petrova says.
Sure, when you word that to Daddy, that you find a way to put it that isn't quite so, and now she's going to die.
Yeah. No. Uh-huh.
God.
See why I really need to go talk to Daddy.
You really made me suck your dick first, but sure, go ahead. Bye. Oh, wait, bye. Oh, I know, and I'm so good at it, too. Roll his tongue. No, it's fine. Go talk to Daddy. I like his lips.
What time is it?
I don't know. Look at his watch. It's Suckadick o'clock. 7. It's 7 o'clock.
Have an hour.
Go.
Okay, I'm going.
You have an hour because of a time restriction that I put on you. If I hold you back in order to suck your cock, and then tell you have to be back by 8 o'clock when you have to go talk to Daddy, who holds time for no one? Look, I understand that I can be sadistic sometimes. That goes past sadism and into abuse.
I love you.
I love you too. He opens his mouth.
You know, fuck it. Thomas comes out.
You know, he was playing with her, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Nope. Nope.
Okay,
It's time.
well, yeah, okay.
And him rock hard.
Jumps on the bed with a bounce. Bounce, 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 gulp. They're telling the national anthem of Russia.
And one eternity later.
The apparatus below. One eternity later. Rank enough to rehydrate himself for the next year on cum. Hop off with glistening lips and fall back on the bed. Oh, a little peek around his mouth like...
Thomas will lean down and kiss him.
Ew. You ate cum.
So, I taste really good.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No. You know what you taste like?
What?
Bitterness.
Whatever, I know better.
Why have you tasted yourself? Just now!
Yeah, and I taste like bourbon and honey, so...
Oh, shit, yeah, you do. I like his lips. Kiss me again.
He'll
Kiss me again.
kiss him very, very deeply.
Now come back to bed to me.
I will.
Okay. But when you come to the door, come to us, Thomas, because I'm gonna give it to you hard. He'll grab his butt. Hard with the butt stuff with you.
Okay.
Surprise butt sex. Except it's not a surprise. But it's butt sex. With the EKK at the end.
Alright, I'm gonna go let Rose talk to Daddy, and then I'll meet you at your room.
Okay. Why can't I just stay here?
I mean, you can. It's fine.
He rolls himself up in his blanket like a burrito.
Alright, I'll be back.
His feet poking out. And the burrito will nod.
And Thomas will first pull his clothes back on, and then switch back to Rose.
The burrito mumbles.
And then switch back to Rose.
You're fairly certain the burrito said to choose your outfit wisely.
And Rose puts her clothes back on. And her heels back on. And then she'll look very longingly at Lexa and then go leave to talk to Sully.
Sully is in his room. In that room.
Yes.
Oh god, that overlay.
Yes.
He's working on a pocket watch. He's got it spread out and he's putting it back together.
She'll softly knock on the door before she opens it.
I'll look up. Hey, it's a kitten.
Hi, Daddy.
Hello.
Things are getting better with me and Lexa.
He'll put the pocket watch down. And he'll scoot away from it actually because and don't breathe near it. And he'll pat his lap.
She'll come sit on it.
Ooh, you smell like good sex. Very like inhale deeply.
Yeah, he said that he forgives me.
Do you believe him?
Yeah, I do.
He'll slide his hand up her thigh. And check to see if she's wearing panties.
No, she didn't put those back on.
Oh, good kitten. His fingers will caress between her legs. And he'll raise the resultant mixture of Alexei and her up to his mouth and lick his fingers clean
Yes.
and smile. Well, obviously you're getting along better.
She nods. He wants me to spend the night with him tonight.
Oh. That's good.
Are you okay, Daddy?
Of course.
Okay.
He actually does look okay. He's just smiling gently.
So there's something that I need to tell you before you get the wrong idea.
Smile. What's it?
Has to do with the Petrovas.
Well, it can't be good.
Oh, just something about Tatiana Petrova considers me to be her family now. But
I'll let her talk. You see his back a little bit straighter.
she is Tolia's granddaughter. I'm very sure that she doesn't have definitive say. I'm yours. I belong to the House of Black. I might be dating Alexei Petrova, but I don't belong to them.
He'll take that as her assertion and smile.
Yes, she's very, very definitive about that.
Such a loyal kitten.
She'll purr.
His thumb will touch her lip.
I love you.
Say it again.
I love you.
Again.
I love you.
I love you too. How much do you love Daddy?
More than words can say.
Sweet little kitten.
Besides, she was reminded that I have a master.
By who?
So, by her father, who she calls Daddy. I think with a big D.
The smile.
And she did say that she has a daddy and I have a daddy, and she wouldn't want anyone to take her away from her daddy, so she's not going to try and take me away from mine.
It would be really unbecoming for me to become an enemy in the eyes of the Petrova house because I choked out their princess.
Yes. So I'd like to think that because Tatiana and I are now fairly close, and I'm dating Alexei, and I'm on good terms with Tolia, that we'd have an alliance. Which wouldn't be a bad one.
My good little kitten.
She smiles.
Looking for a new freehold for us. For the house outside of the spring freehold.
She'll nod.
I've heard of a bridge. I might talk to them. Or I might just find one of the lesser freeholds and bring its owner into the house. Claim it.
Whatever you think is best, Daddy.
And smile. Has my kitten been having fun?
Yes and no. I've been
He'll pick her up like a feather.
I've been finding out more about my keeper. Because I know that my endurance has a lot to do with why I am the way I am. And found out that my keeper is called the Red Prince.
His brow will go up, up, up.
I just called her Red because she reminded me of the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland because she was ruthless and would she didn't have any qualms about killing anybody that didn't perform. So, 16 years I was with her and was taught everything I know about politics and how to act and how to get what I want. And I'm realizing, of course, now that if I want to keep those that I care about, I have to try and break away from some of that.
Hey, you're with sympathy again.
Emotion?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh geez, oh boy.
4.
He has a certain amount of recognition and trepidation on his face.
What's wrong, Daddy?
Hey Rose. Do you remember Sully's Duran's story out of game?
No.
Hey, do you remember how he said that he was lured away by a beautiful woman who kept him trapped in the garden?
Oh.
And he was her poisoner?
Her jaw will drop. Daddy. She was your keeper too.
So it would seem.
He was also Alexei Petrova's keeper and Donati's Claudio Donati and Xavier Donati's keeper. Well, actually, she's Claudio's mother.
That does not seem like the sort of secret that man wants getting out, so please try not to say it outside of me unless we're going to blackmail the house of Donati into the ground.
That's why I'm only telling you. I know how to keep a secret.
Okay, right.
I haven't told anybody else except you.
I'll playfully push her back to the wall. Pulling her in the air.
So,
He'll pull a dress over her head, holding her up with his hips.
she'll giggle. Small fucking world, huh?
He'll nod. His fingertips will run. Your whole fingertip will run from the belly button to like in between her breasts, up her collarbone.
She'll moan softly.
You know you left Daddy alone for 5 days.
I know. I'm sorry, Daddy.
You have no idea how sorry you're going to be.
She nods.
And his hand goes to her throat. And he cuts her fly off and knocks her the fuck out.
Goodbye!
And she basically wakes up tied to the bed in an intense amount of pain, with him basically sitting cross-legged between her legs.
Ow. Huh? What do you say?
With him naked.
Oh, with him naked.
Just sitting there with his like his elbows are on his knees and his fingers are steepled in front of him.
Her eyes flutter open. And...
Just in case it need be said, I haven't even started yet.
Yes, Daddy.
He pulls out a stun gun.
Oh boy.
Crackles it like he arcs the electricity.
There's definitely a certain amount of fear in her eyes.
He'll throw it over his shoulder. No, not today. You're pregnant. No, you're almost the baby. Oh my god.
But after she's born.
But after she born, no. You know what I'm going to do to him?
What, Daddy?
Darling. My sweet kitten. He strokes his cock. And he gets himself hard. And he strokes and he strokes and he strokes and he just pleases himself. It's fucking miraculous. And he comes all over her stomach. And he keeps doing it over and over and over and over again.
Oh god. That's torture.
He like basically coats her from like collarbones down to like her knees. Letting it hit neither her mouth or her vagina. Just going to town, the whole top to bottom, comes multiple times. He drinks from a gallon of water, like, and we're staying hydrated while we're doing this. Like, oh my god! Just pleasures himself to her over and over and over again, not laying a finger on her flesh. And then after he's done, no, just to add insult to injury, he cleans her off. So not a lick of his cum is on her taste.
God damn it.
And picks her up and throws her out the door. And slams it. Naked.
Her jaw drops. Daddy.
He'll stick his head out, yes.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Promise I'll be good.
Okay. He'll lean down and give her a kiss, like with his lips pursed.
She'll kiss him.
He'll let her kiss him. And I'll hold something out for her to wear back. You can wear this back to the bedroom.
He'll take it. On.
It's like one of those bathing suits where it's a naked bathing suit, like with the guy's body on the girl's body. It's really funny. Like nuts out and everything. The fucking balls and the dick all and everything, and the tits, hairy ass. It's all fucking hairy.
She looks
We're back. The little stride of pride back to the bedroom and that.
She's thinking to herself, just I'll walk away a little bit and then just switch to Thomas.
And then Thomas gets to walk around then. So I'll smile at her. You can come back tomorrow morning.
Okay, I'll be here.
And then I will make sweet, 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 darling, vicious love to you.
Yes, please.
Kisses. So kiss his hand and wave at her. Bye bye. And I'll close the door. Dick.
She mumbles to herself as she walks away. The fucking men in my life are assholes. God. She'll, you know what? She will fucking proudly wear that goddamn outfit all the way back to Thomas's room.
So here's the question: does he switch to Thomas before it happens?
Well, Lexa did say for Thomas to come back first, so.
Yes, God, Jesus, yes.
So before the door gets opened, she pulls Thomas forward.
Did he maintain the bathing suit on?
Yes.
It changed to a taco cat romper. And Lexi looks out from his blanket burrito like, what the fuck? Why are you wearing a taco cat romper?
Daddy.
I see.
Do you want to know what he did?
What'd he do?
Oh, so he tied Rose to bed. Well, he choked her out first.
And of course, naturally.
You know, she left him alone for 5 days, so
she did.
Punished her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What'd he do?
Yeah, so he choked her out and tied her to the bed, and then proceeded to come on her I don't know how many times until most of her body was coated in his cum, and she wasn't allowed to touch it or taste it. And then he cleaned her off, and then booted her out the door.
Damn!
But she apologized to him, and he said that she could come back tomorrow morning.
Okay, so I have you all night. He'll roll out of the burrito and see his butt in the air and wiggle it like, come get it.
Yes, and he will. He'll peel off the goddamn romper.
God bless Sullivan Ramsey.
Right? Jesus Christ.
Sullivan Black, I'm sorry. Let me get Sullivan's fucking overlay off, actually. Just realized it was still up there. So they will have amazing sex.
Yes.
Afterwards, he'll roll over and hug him and curl up to him. Hold me for a little bit. Hold me. I need you.
Oh, yeah. He'll hold him and comfort him and love him. And
I love you.
I love you too. So much.
One of you love stars? A pout.
I don't know if I love him yet.
Stars seems like somebody would be either really difficult or really easy to love.
He'll to his lip. He writes very beautifully.
Oh, yeah?
He'll nod.
Oh, beautiful.
And Thomas will recite the sonnet to him.
It's only 2 stanzas.
I guess I have to work for the rest.
Oh my, he's making you work for a sonnet? My God. He stepped my game up.
Oh
Let's write you a Russian saga. It's gonna
my.
end up in death and starvation. Maybe I shouldn't do this.
That sounds terrible.
Why does everything in Russia end in death and starvation?
I don't
And one little girl named Olya dying in the snow.
I shouldn't be laughing.
Fucking true though. All Russian stories are basically some little dog freezes in the snow, and some lady sees a dog freezing in the snow and fucking talks about the proletariat or some bullshit like that. And then it moves on to some guy named Boris who fucking tries to become a hero, and he doesn't because he dies in the snow, and his little daughter Olya died in the snow too. It's like all Russian stories. Oh, and they all starve. That's how they died in the snow.
Sounds like they belong in the winter court.
Right? Like Russia is the winter court. South America is obviously spring. Africa, totally summer. So I guess America. Oh fuck yes, that's not even a question. Have you ever seen the little matchstick girl?
He'll shake his head. Nope.
Destroy your soul in a little bit. I'm gonna make you cry like a small child. And you're gonna wonder why, Alexa, why did you do this to me? I'm gonna say because Russian, bitch. What is with your affiliation for Russians named Alexei?
You know, I have no idea.
Why are all of us Russians named Alexei? So, like, if we have one name, we're sharing between. It's what all of the males in the Soviet era were named Alexei.
Really?
One name we were passing. No, that's the one name we were passing amongst each other. Or Ivan. Or Kolya. We were all passing around the name Alexei, Kolya, Ivan, or Boris. And the girls were passing around Elena, Galina, Olya, or Mary. Maria. Yeah.
That's not a Russian name.
Like, fuck olives, that's not what they called Russian. Mary is like the one name. Maria, Mary, anything of that variation is like the one name you can find anywhere.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's like worse than John.
Found out something about Daddy.
Oh yeah? What's that?
We share the same keeper as well.
Have you ever wondered if maybe your keeper is just selectively releasing you all into the same area for something later?
You know, that could be.
I want to get on that. Technically, is she your keeper? She's Rose's keeper, but is she yours?
He'll shrug.
Or you just want to well on your own? Maybe you are a keeper. No, I can't say that. No, it's a straight face.
Please don't say that. No, no, don't say that. I mean, I've always been part of Rose, so yeah.
He's like holding his hand, like he's holding his hand like above their heads, like that lazy lay, kind of side by side, like looking at them.
But you know, it's me and Alexei and Daddy and Claudio and Xavier.
What do you all have in common?
Political ambition.
Mildly loyalistic tendencies.
Maybe, yeah, that too.
Oh, I know Sully can be a loyalist. I didn't not say that out loud. Oh my god.
It doesn't go past me. Well, you already know mine. At least with just the one.
Not just the one. Yeah, well, might be a good time to let you know that he sent you a note.
Why would he send me a note when he can just talk to me in my head?
I don't know.
What the
Why
fuck?
didn't you say that he sent a note before now?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Lex, are you fucking with me?
No, I'm not. He'll get up and he'll walk out. Like he'll put on a robe and he'll walk out. He said it 2 days ago. I'm sorry. We'll give it to him.
He'll look at it.
Envelope. Obviously, I assume you open it. That's
Yes.
a card. Yes, it is basically a piece of cardstock in it.
Okay.
Elegant. And all it says on it is the words congratulations. What?
I know what this is. I didn't tell you about the deal I made to be able to switch back and forth between Rose and Thomas, did I?
No.
Well, in order for him to grant me the ability to switch back and forth whenever I wanted between Thomas and Rose, I had to give him a baby.
Whose baby did you give him?
Mine.
You don't have it.
No, not no, not no. I got one of his girls pregnant.
Okay, because I was going to say the first one is my grandchild.
No. No, Rose would never
God,
ever.
I would have literally killed you.
No, she would never. We would never risk harmony. No, never.
Thank you. ... Tell me about this other baby.
The girl was absolutely fucking beautiful. Same seeming and kith as me as well. Virgin.
Oh, damn.
God, she was.
What? Isn't she a more frequent fixture in your life?
She doesn't belong here.
What do you mean?
She's part of what Kate does is he lost that come back that can't really reintegrate back into society. They're too close to Arcadia. He gives them a place to be. And she's like that. So she can't be here and I can't be there, otherwise it's dangerous to be there for very long. So he'll shrug. I had sex with her and apparently, according to this card, succeeded in fulfilling my end of the deal.
I'm not selling. You can give me a wits composure roll.
Okay.
I'll type what it is that your character kind of in hearing yourself speak it to somebody else. It's kind of like, oh yeah, duh. You might remember something.
I got 4.
Just in case that matters.
He's gonna leave that alone because she doesn't. He honestly doesn't need her to complicate him and Rose's life any further than it already fucking is.
Okay.
So
I didn't want you to not know that. In fairness.
Okay. Well, he's gonna, that he's gonna remember that, but then be like, "Nah, I'm not gonna bring. No, I'm just gonna let it."
Is he saying that part?
No, that's what he's going through in his mind. And he's like, "Should I? No, I'm not gonna."
Kisses him.
Thomas puts all thoughts out of his head and kisses him back.
Kiss, kiss.
Lots of kisses.
Oh my god.
So do you just want to sleep with me, or do you want her again before you go to sleep?
Let's not push things.
He'll nod. Okay.
I'm not quite there yet. But I'm getting there.
Good.
And hold him close.
He'll wrap his arms around him and
Where does the baby go?
huh?
Where does the baby go? You're like this. Where does the baby go?
That is a very good question. I'm not exactly sure.
He'll grab him and he'll pick him up and he'll pull his hand. Like he'll like throw on like the romper and I don't know. He'll throw on like one of Thomas's shirts and like Rose's panties. Fuck it. We'll drag Thomas in the romper and the shirt and the panties to the infirmary.
Well, don't they look just amazing?
Yeah, Rafi's the one in the infirmary now because Lexa or Luke was here earlier. So let me explain what the fuck happens. I don't have his overlay right now, but let me explain what the fuck happens. For a moment, you're fairly certain you're looking at Lucci.
Right?
And
Yeah.
you realize Lucci is not this tall nor this fat. Really does look a lot like him. It's a little shocking. You also realize that Lucci is a wolf changer, and this person is okay. Wolfie.
But for a split second, Thomas's jaw drops, and then he goes like, "Never mind."
His hands go up, and he's like, "I'm not Claudio Donati."
I see that. Yeah.
Every time. Okay. He'll sniff him. His brow will go up, and he'll smile.
Yes.
What can I help you with?
He looks to Alexa.
Says like, we need to find out where the baby is. And he'll kind of look at you both like, what the fuck is wrong with you two? Are you high? You look high.
Oh, okay. Let me explain something.
Okay. Listen, Linda.
I am 2 people in the same body.
He'll push his nose to his neck and sniff.
And my female form is pregnant.
He'll lick his neck.
He'll like oddly okay with that.
am I so drawn to you? He just kind of looks at him.
He'll shrug. I don't know. But my fiance here is worried about where the baby goes when I'm not
Lines and his
Rose.
wags. Okay. He'll grab his hand, he'll drag him back to the ultrasound. He'll lay him back. Find the baby. He doesn't say that, it's me. He'll lube up the entirety of like his chest cavity because it's gonna be an alien's din area. From like collarbone to like very familiarly his groin. Twice today for you, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, right?
He'll start it below his collarbones. And just kind of like, wee, 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 wee. That's his attitude. That's for the baby. And he'll look, and he'll look, and he'll look. And he'll look, and he'll stop. Poke, 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 poke. Stop. Bounce, 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 stop. It's in your liver. He'll nod.
My liver.
It's in your liver.
Okay. I have a question.
Is that bad for you?
Well, I'm wondering if
The fucking lutely.
that is bad.
It's not bad. Okay, that's not the word I want to use. It's fatal. No! Wait, hold on.
What? What?
That may not be bad for you, though. You might be suicidal. If you are, I need to know so that I can put you on a 7.
I am not suicidal, so that means that I can't come out for a while.
No. You can come out now while it's smaller than a.
Right. But I mean, when the baby gets bigger.
When the baby gets bigger, you're going to either need to hasten the labor, or you're going to need to, yes, indeed, stay inside.
Okay. Okay. He'll nod.
If you start vomiting bile, having fevers, if your eyes turn yellow, if your piss turns the color of a nice Assam tea, come back to me.
Uh-huh. Okay. How long do I have? No, that sounds so bad, but
No, but it fits. Lexa just face palm so hard. You did a double face palm, like Jesus. I say healthy guesstimation about. He's kind of like swirling the like lube on his chest. Lexa slaps his hand like, stop it. Oh yeah, sorry, right. I'm supposed to be doing this. He puts a towel between his hands of the fucking lube. Fuck, I don't know. I found a peach-sized tumor one time in somebody's liver and they were doing okay. Let's play it by ear, okay?
Okay.
No, it's not gonna like drop dead. You're not gonna like as long as you gradually keep changing back and you're doing okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm never out for very long. Just
Yeah, don't go
a few
for more
hours.
than like fuck, I don't know. No. What I'm saying is don't go for more than like a week. Like on a weekly basis, check in with yourself, I guess.
No, I'm never out for more than a few hours.
Listen, Linda, I heard what you're saying. What I'm saying is we need to make sure that when you do come out, you're not coming out to a hemorrhaging liver. So
Oh, right. Okay. I got you.
what I mean is let's go with Sunday. On Sunday, just turn to yourself and let's see where your baby is.
So should I then just check in with you every week?
I would.
Okay.
Only because you have a fetus gestating in your liver.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I can't believe
God,
you
this
said that.
is fucking complicated. Jesus.
I can't believe I had to say that. What to expect when you
think-
weren't expecting this.
I think what may have to happen.
I'll
I need to have a conversation with Rose in my head.
step back, cross his arms.
And he's actually just going to kind of say this out loud. He's going to say, so what I think needs to happen is once our family gets settled and stable into a place of our own and we get the baby's room set up, then we should probably see about speeding up the pregnancy. And he waits for her answer.
Like SAP. Pero Manuel, eso no se bueno. Pero Maria.
He'll look at Lexa.
Lexa's just watching this whole thing because fucking Rappy's SAPing it. Just looking between the both of them like, what the fuck trippy juice did I drink tonight?
Lexa.
Uh-huh.
How fast do you want to have the baby?
You have it right now for all I care. I've already seen the miracle of pregnancy. It's not a miracle. It's messy. It's complicated. Women like to church it up and pretend that it's this beautiful experience, but just trust me, it's not.
No, I was just meaning, like, how long?
Yeah, the 2 months. I don't know. Let's
because... Okay.
Not on Christmas. That's tacky as fuck. Christmas Eve. Oh, Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. It's really rude to ask a doctor to come in on Christmas Eve. Raphael raises his hand and says, I'll do it. I'm not Christian.
Well, okay then.
Let me reach out, please. That's too far. I didn't mean it like that. Take a deep breath.
Okay, so I will come and see you every week then, Dr.
Yes.
What was your name?
Lexa will, like, poke him in his chubby ribs. Like, he wants her to eat fast. And he's like, oh, it's Rafi. No, wait, that's my name. What?
Thomas. Like, oh, you are Rafi.
That's me. Raphael Dro.
He nods.
Dr. Raphael Dro. Why?
Adro. Okay, Dr. Adro. What?
Oh, I got it. Okay. I get it.
Get what?
You love the Spice Girls too.
Kind of a guilty pleasure, yeah.
Speaking of guilty pleasures, you're fucking my girlfriend.
He kind of chokes. Once last night.
Let's do it again. I want to join.
Really?
Pat him on the shoulder. Night, guys. No, walk out. Lexa just blink.
Thomas breathes a sigh of relief and says, oh, thank God.
Oh, God, can I join?
Sure, why not? The more the merrier. I don't give a fuck.
Right over shoulder. Okay, whatever. I'm done.
Peanuts.
Fuck. He's so big. He's a big guy. I don't mean like fat. Like, he's a husky, but whatever.
I'm always willing to push my limits on how big I can take.
Daddy's pretty fucking big.
I know.
I don't want to tell you how bad it got last time, actually, now that I think about it. It was pretty bad. You know how there's a hard limit of no vomit, no scat?
Yes.
The vomit got, yeah. He had to stop. That's how hard he was going. I threw up.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, retaliation. He peed on me. It was weird. I didn't mind it. It was weird. He's just walking back to the room.
Thomas just shakes his head. It's like, okay, can we go to bed now?
Oh, you want me to pee on you?
No, I don't want you to pee on me.
Aw.
Oh, I'm not into that.
Stop lying. Then you thank him.
Okay, probably, but
Going
it's
under
that.
your arm.
But
Can I
it's
throw him in his
daddy.
He'll peel his shirt off of him and lay down on the bed naked.
Yeah, Thomas will take off the ridiculous rubber.
He'll pet his tummy, like his liver area. Hi, baby girl.
Like, so I have a baby in my liver that could be fatal.
You have a baby?
What is Lexa, what is my life? Seriously.
You have a baby in your liver that could be fatal. Oh my god.
Why does all this shit have to happen to me? Us. All of us.
I feel sometimes like there's this divine instrument that's guiding us into this insanity.
Right? Jesus. But anyway. Not fatal yet, so.
This is like a really fucked up game of Russian roulette.
I mean, worst case scenario is I don't come out for a while.
Right? No, that would be terrible. I don't want that. I'll like kiss his neck. I love you.
You lived without me before.
Really?
I'm kidding.
You just walk into here with that cheapness.
No, I'm kidding. No, of course I would hate to not come out.
It's like you walked
See
into
you.
the Spring Gala or Walmart. Oh my god. You tacky
Oh, I love
cunt.
you.
No, I don't want to hear him on his face. Fuck you.
He'll pout.
I lived without you before you came along too, you know.
I know.
We'll side-eye him. But now that I have you, I could never do without you.
Same. He'll not.
Samesies! Anyway, around him. I'm gonna paint you tomorrow. Both of you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna paint you to look like an elephant and her to look like a cow.
Well, okay then.
I saw this cock ring on Wish the other day that made it look like your dick had little ears like an elephant.
Wow.
I bought it. Naturally, it was $1.
Of course you did. You're gonna put it on me.
When a month when it gets here from Japan, I'll put it on. China,
Yes.
what it is, the children with those things.
Take a picture and send it to Daddy.
Right. She's laying there about something very terrible, actually.
Oh?
Hopefully that's the only time he has children's hands on his cock ring.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, why did I say that? Oh my god. Going to sleep now.
Yep, sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep.
You big
I think
dick
we can
spoon.
end the scene there. Oh, thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time on this crazy fucking game. Oh, Jesus. Bye!